The race been out here working,
Drinking that pain away,
we out here working.
trying to stack up for rainy days.
Gasoline wrap with the vacuum seals. Moving weight, we got package deals. Break it down, that's a half a pill. So much money, what about a bill? Independent, what about a deal? We doing good, what about a bill? Own the ship, plus we own the ship. We don't own ship. Distribute supreme logic through fiber optic. So the profit is 100%. The afterburners ain't concerned with haters. Earn it with learners, discerning you fakers. Money turn up and I'm licking the acres. The bars is golden, ain't talking to Lakers. All my life I had to deal with.
What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. I can't find myself here, man. I don't think these white ones are working, man. Worship the best, he say, die like the rest. What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. These next generation next generation consoles, around the corner. Around the corner, right? Yeah. Damn, she about to be lit. Around the corner. And they're, well, today, Microsoft, the embargo's lifted. So the bigger publications such as the IGN, the Kotaku's, the Verge, Eurogamer, Digital Foundry, all these places, right? Even these biggest YouTubers like my man, I think Marcus Brown, they showed off some empty boxes like 2 weeks ago, but today they went in and showed how the console works and back compatible and how fast it was. Now I know this week Sony is supposed to do something similar. That's what they're supposed to be giving to some very large Japanese YouTubers. Now listen, I don't know any Japanese YouTubers. I might know a Chinese Jesus though, but that's another question, right? Check it out. Pardon me, praise God. Look, so there's still a lot of questions to be had about the PlayStation 5 that I've had personally. You guys know, you've been rocking out with me, that I went out there and pre-ordered, so only went up. Spent about $1,000, you know what I mean? But this ain't no nitpicking, like I said, I have evolved upon the console war. I have questions as a consumer, expandable storage, how they handle the backwards compatible. Several questions, you know what I mean? And the UI, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna take you on the post up yet. Anybody seen the PS5 yet? I ain't gonna get that serious on you, but check it out though. But now they're saying that your PS4 saves won't carry over to your PlayStation 5, even if the game has backwards compatible. And to me, that's a little alarming, Let's take a look at this article here. I say, don't shoot the messenger, I shout. Don't shoot the messenger, I shout. And my child. Turn it down just a pinch for your father. Here we go, right here. It says here, don't expect your PS4 saves to work on your PlayStation 5. So the jump from one console generation to the next hasn't been a very straightforward process with Sony. Even long before the announcement of the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2 was probably the smoothest transition, with games, accessories, and saved data all working on the black Y2K monolith. You remember the world was come to the end in 2000. So the transition from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3 was a bit, let's say, a little bit more messy. If you guys bought a PS3 at launch like I did, it was what was that goddamn thing? I still have it. It was $600, right? It was $600, but you had natively backwards compatible. And they did away with that because at the time Sony was also allowing you to partition your hard drive and install 2 OSs for those that wanted to do it. And then people found a rootkey or a workaround, and they were able to download things to the PS3 games and such. And it was a lawsuit, and Sony Network got shut down. You remember this shit that happened, right? Lawsuits going around, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's get back to the article. But how you say, a trip down memory lane. So what they said, playing your PS3 games when your PS4 was almost non-existent because the cell processor and how these companies they do it. What's actually say how they do it, but I'll say this not to get too technical. Microsoft has, how you say, they've been investing in this stuff for a long time. As far as software, that's what they do, right? And where Sony been making games, so you know what? You don't play them old games in your Xbox. I get the jokes. I get it, right? But the how you say, the basic things, is what I'm questioning. You know what I mean? It said with Microsoft pushing its backwards compatibility message harder than its next generation offerings. Some are looking to Sony to see what their answer is to the question. That's on most gamers' mind this console generation than the last. How would I be able to play my games on next gen? Now listen, I'm gonna stop right there. These consoles become, like I say, move closer and closer to PC. We first time in x86. They are PCs. They have operating systems, hard drives, memory. They're just in a closed box, closed environment. And one advantage that PC has over a console is that they're able to take their library with them digitally. You know what I mean? And then with gaming console, I think they said, that digital sales may have surpassed physical sales. Like I do, I'm all digital. You know what I mean? But whether you go from a 2080 Ti to a 90 to the $12,000 PC to 4 Titans, you can take your library with you. And that was one thing some console gamer was looking forward to. Like, no longer would you, like I said, no generation left behind. That's where that statement comes from. You take your controllers, your games, onto newer, more powerful hardware. Now, it says here, Sony has admitted that 99% of the existing PlayStation 4 library will run on the PlayStation 5, including the various profiles from both the base PS4 and the PS4 Pro, including boost mode. And for the titles that have both the PS4 and the PS5 version available, you'll be able to put your existing disc into the console and have access to the licensing key, right? The PS5 version once it's released. However, that's only going to work if you want to play the PlayStation 5 enhanced version of the game from the very beginning. We're hearing reports from various developers that PlayStation 4 saves will not transfer to play on the PlayStation 5 version of the games. Man, this could be a game changer. I guess instruction for saves. But this is crazy. So, for the games that are enhanced, you can put it on 12. For games that are enhanced, right? Backwards, whatever the case may be, you're not gonna have access. We're not talking about remastered. We're just talking about the game you've been playing, like me. What do you call it? Ghost of Tsushima, right? A little alarming for me. I'm gonna put my headset, use my own scenario. I didn't finish Ghost of Tsushima because I like the game. I like it a lot. I say with my top 5 of the generation. But something else came out, I'll be streaming and multiplayer and tournaments. I said, you know what? I finished it on the PlayStation 5, high frame rate, this, that, and the other, right? But damn, I gotta start back from the beginning. Now that's crazy. If this article is true, like I said, if this article is true, like I said, Mama Baron said that's asinine. I don't know. What do you think? Is it something being blown out of proportion? Is that not that big of a deal? You don't give a fuck? Just give me the SSD. Balls! How do you feel? If this is the case again, and I'm not able to take my saves with me because we have a cloud war, like I don't understand that. Like I'm really trying to because no matter what Xbox, I think even with the PS4, I'll go to wherever I finish the game and I can continue playing it and take off from there. And you're saying, if the game is enhanced, I'm not talking about remastered, you're just talking about enhanced, that I don't have access to my saves. Well, even Final Fantasy 7, you know what I mean? I like that game too. Didn't get a chance to finish it. You know what I mean? I would like to play it at a higher frame rate. Because at the beginning of the generation, nobody really had no games. We're gonna have multiplayer. So you know what? I wouldn't mind go back and playing those great games that I didn't get a chance to finish, like Final Fantasy 7, Ghost of Tsushima. But shit, if I gotta start back from the beginning, it's crazy. Sony has to come out and answer these questions. You know what I mean? I noticed one thing with Sony with things that are not, I guess, favorable, they kind of keep a hush slip on, like cross-gen. They wait to the last minute and then come out and say, hey, you know, you can have cross-gen. I mean, well, Spider-Man's gonna be cross-gen. They've been very tight-lipped about this, you know what I mean? And I know some people are gonna be on both sides. And it's about the games. But yeah, it's cool. I'm with you, right? I'm all about the games also. The Xbox got some dog shit games. They gotta get this shit together. But at the same time, though, you know, we just talking about this. If this is true, this is kind of like shit that like Nintendo would do. You know what I mean? So arcadic. You know what I mean? But anyway, hot up in this motherfucker. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is your boy NextGen720. Hit the thumbs up, like button, subscribe. Also, too, Patreon members, channel members. I'm releasing the tapes. I'm releasing the tapes. All the fights behind the back scenes are just for the members only. I just put up 3 classics: the D versus Alex, and then Porter Rock hopped in wanting to fight. I just put that up on members only and Patreon stuff too. I wish I could just share them both ways, but I gotta do separate. Gotta work. And thank you for the support. Not complaining. You know what I mean? I'll be dropping some exclusive Patreon content tonight. You know what I mean? You can sign up for Lewis $2, become a member, whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be different content on both platforms, though, Patreon and the members. Different content. But anyway, a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes on or Too Hot for TV, right? But this is your boy NextGen720. I'm out of here, man. Hello? Is it me you're searching for?